Hello and welcome to this brief video tutorial for your Second Life assignment number 2. The first thing we're going to be doing is building boxes, and with building, please keep in mind that you will not have access to build in the sped retreats, but you will have access to build once you have been accepted into the HRE island. With that, we're going to go ahead and get started. And to build anything initially, you can either right-click the ground, and if you're in an area where you're permitted to build, and select build, you'll see that your mouse becomes a wand. Anywhere I click now, a box will appear because a box is the default. You can also build by going over to build at the top of your screen and then selecting build, and you'll get the same wand. So once we have our box here, the first tab you'll see that's green is the General tab. We're going to want to change the name of our object because once it's in our inventory, if it's just called Object, we're not going to know what it is. So for the purpose of this, I'm just going to put Practice Box, and then you're going to click for sale. You will notice that it goes by object and it has a copy here. We want to use this drop-down arrow and change it to Contents. Otherwise, no one can access the materials in your box. They can only wear the box on their person. Then we want to change the price from 10 Linden dollars to 0 so that none of your classmates have to pay. And once we do that, you're going to go to the Texture tab, and we're going to change the texture. You don't have to change the texture. This is just an option. So from the Texture tab, if you click on the box where you see the word texture here, this pop-up box will appear. And if you go to your library, and if you were to go to photo album, you could select any of the textures that are there and have that be on your box. So I'm going to select dramatic architecture, and so that is going to be my box. And now we're going to create a note card and then put that note card inside of the box. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my inventory. I can get to my inventory in one of two ways. Over here on the left side of my screen, it might not be on the left side on your screen, I can select the suitcase, which looks like an inventory, and it'll pop up. Or I can go to me in the upper left-hand corner and go to inventory and get there the same way. To create a note card, you're going to go down to the bottom and you're going to see this little plus sign. You're going to click on the plus sign and you're going to select New Note Card. Now I'm going to name this note card Practice Note so that I remember what its name is, because as you can see, after you've been in Second Life for a while, you end up with a lot of note cards. So if you don't name it something you're going to remember, you're going to not be able to retrieve it later. So over here, now that I have this practice note card, I can type into my practice note card. And then I can save it. And now that it's saved, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. And then to put this note card inside the box, you just grab a hold of the little icon that looks like a little note index card, and you just drag it over to the space that's below the word contents right here. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this tutorial. Hope you have a great day.